Starlight Chronicles.
What's up? What's up to the goons and goblins, dragons, witches, but fuck snitches? So here we go. This is the lucid dreaming episode, overcoming fears within dream state. To be lucid is to be clear and understandable, but when it comes to dreams, it means to be aware that you're in a dream, to be awake within it. Lucid dreaming is a special type of dream experience. To actually wake up in a dream and have control somewhat is one of the most exciting experiences that you'll have while dreaming. If you can maintain the control and not allow other things to manipulate it. It is when you can truly get to know yourself. Within different situations, we can be brave or afraid, fly or die, swim or drown, etc. Learning how to lessen fear with every lucid dream is the point to lucid dreaming. It's the only way to use it. It's, of course, have fun with it, but notice if you write them down, you'll notice where you show fear and where you have more comfortability within the dream, and you should use that as a guideline for your next one and your next one until there is no fear. Then it's just pure fun and awesomeness. Now, these special types of dreams happen in a place known as the template level reality. It's a borderline between the non-physical higher mind and the physical mind. So it's an in-between state when you're in dream state and gain lucidity. It gives us a chance to sort of plan out an idea of your day or your week or a vacation, a trip, anything. Even when you have a similar dream, you can always change things or rearrange them in your favor. And that's what I want people to use these lucid dreams as exercises to not only lessen fear, but to have fun and do things you probably wouldn't do in the physical waking life. Then when you wake back up to the physical from a dream, from a lucid dream, you can see the manifestations of the rearrangements you made in your lucid dreams. So basically, you're just going to plan things out in your dream. When you have the lucidity in your dream state, you can do things that you want to do in the physical world, but you probably wouldn't. As you will see, my friend tells a story of such an experience where she does something in the dream to vent it out, and then when it manifests in the physical, when it manifests in the physical realm, you don't have to go that route because you've already let it go, basically, and then you can handle things in a more mature way if you want to. Anyway, so this is a quick introduction, and I'll be interviewing my friend Lizeth. We went to college together, and now we are both sort of waking up together, and we bounce ideas off of each other from time to time. She lives in Northern Cali, I'm in SoCal, so I'm gonna just let us jump into it, and I hope you guys learn from our dreams, and we're just gonna go from here. Have fun with it, and send me your lucid dreams if you want to. It's SSANTOS 538@gmail.com if you want to send any of your stories to me, and we'll go from there. If you want to be a guest, let me know that too. We'll work something out. All right? Have fun. Peace. Oh, the main thing I use these lucid dreams for is to be a demon slayer. Now, if you want to be one too, then stick around and listen on how to. That's okay. It's dreams. That's why I think dreams are fun to talk about. But you're going to have to tell me your scary stuff
Oh
too,
my gosh.
so we could walk through it.
Yeah.
Or whatever you feel comfortable talking about, of course.
I have different lighting.
Are you fixing
I
the
think this
lighting?
is the one, the white, right? For filming. Oh man,
check
I
out
need one of those
check out this.
tomorrow.
Boo.
Mm-hmm.
Wait till Black Friday. That's what I do. And they're cheaper, hella
That was
cheaper.
cool. Let's begin.
Okay, Lizeth. So just introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we can start
Great.
talking about the
My name is
dream world.
Lizeth, and I am a truth seeker with a capital T. And
Yeah.
I'm just living every day, connecting with Source more and more, remembering who I really am. And I'm just feel like I'm just doing it. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Being human.
Exactly. I think you said it perfectly. Doing what we're supposed to be doing is searching deeper than the surface that we've been shown, or been to
Yeah.
think that this is who we are, our persona. So, Lizette, go ahead and tell us about one of your lucid dreams. If you want to start
Well, I
with a
kind of
good
wanted
one
to just
and
talk
then go
about
to
dreams in
another one,
general for me,
however you want to do
that
it.
I've always been a dreamer.
Okay.
And I thought that everyone dreamt like me. I've always had very vivid, very crazy
Me
dreams.
too.
People would call them crazy. Like every time I describe my dreams to people, they're like, "That's a crazy dream," and I'm just like, "Oh, okay." um, yeah. One of my first dreams that
Is it?
I
Yeah.
dreamt something, and then the next day I saw it was in elementary school, and I had dreamt of a goldfish, and it was like really big. And then the next day at school, in like the book that I was reading, there was a goldfish, the same exact goldfish that I had dreamt the night before, and
Mm-hmm.
that stuck with me because it was like I couldn't have made that up. Like it was the same goldfish that I was like, oh shit, what the hell? But because it was so, for me, not significant, because I was like, it's just a goldfish. That doesn't
Mm-hmm.
mean anything. I dismissed it. I mean, so then there's been many dreams like that where I dream it, and then I see it, and then I just dismiss it because I'm like, well, it doesn't really mean anything. And now I've learned
Mm-hmm.
that some dreams actually don't mean anything. It's just your subconscious. You're doing your whole REM, your body is
Mm-hmm.
is coming back to, not coming back, but you know, what's the word? Regulating, no, like recycling and, go clearing all the stuff so that the next day you can wake up refreshed.
Yeah.
Recharging yourself.
And you're
But,
recharging yourself.
yeah.
Bashar says about what you said about the subconscious is that that's even higher than our physical consciousness, and we've always been taught to see subconscious as lower because even the word sub sounds like it's lower, but that's actually closer to the higher self. The lowest is this one, the physical mind.
Yeah,
So
that is a good.
I thought that was cool that he
We
started
need to know
explaining that.
Because subconscious is like under. And it's just
Yes,
that you're
people
not
should
aware.
know.
But it doesn't mean that it's higher or lower.
Oh, that's why everything you read, everything you see, everything you hear is recorded by the subconscious. And so you'll go through things that you forgot of in the physical, like, oh
Yeah.
shoot, that I did see that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's the
Totally.
great recorder. And so
Mm-hmm.
in dreams, like the goldfish, the seeing having a dream and then seeing that in your physical life, that's exactly why I wanted to do this episode, is because it works. You use dreams
Mm.
to not only solve problems, but take care of issues that you haven't even been seen yet, but they come, and then you're
What do
like,
you mean
wait a
by
minute,
that?
I already know how to take care of this. And then so you can have a problem, and in the dream you take care of it one way, and then an outcome comes out in your dream, and you wake up and you don't like the outcome. Then it gives you the chance to
That's
change
cool.
it
Where
in your
did you hear?
physical
Okay,
world,
I
because you get to
agree with that,
see
and I
different
believe
levels of
that. But how did you find out about that? How do you know about that? Mm.
I think I just put it together on my own. Just I've like you, I dream nonstop, and I hear people say,
Right.
I don't even dream. I'm like, well, that sucks for you, bro. Cause I've been using them at first. Yeah, growing up, I just thought they were just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was crazy because they were so crazy. But now they're so crazy that I'm like, this means something, and I can use it to at my
Yes.
advantage in the physical world.
I have a funny story, real quick,
And
about one of my dreams.
yeah, how do you
In
see
one of
that?
my dreams,
Okay.
in real life, I broke up with someone, and they did me pretty dirty. It
Mm-hmm.
really fucked up. And
Mm-hmm.
in the dream,
Okay.
I never, I guess I never got my frustration out of how fucked up it was what they did, and I never told them, that was fucked up. Well, I had a dream where I beat the shit out of it.
You didn't let
And
it out.
so I woke up from that and I was like, oh shit. Because I wouldn't have done that in real life, but I think a part of me wished that I could have done that. And I actually got to do it in the dream, and I yelled and I
Yes.
said everything. And at first I woke up and I was like, well, that's like toxic, that's crazy. And then I was like, no, I needed to go through that and process it that way.
No.
Exactly.
Why not do it in
Arrested.
dream state than in the physical world where you're gonna get punished? Because yeah, so it's it's a tool to vent, like the way you used it, and that's actually a good,
Yeah, and that
perfect
day I was like,
way
this is
of
good.
using
That
them.
day I learned. Because I was like, God, mm-hmm. Beat the
So
shit
you
out of
say,
him.
so you said you beat him up in your dream? Okay, that's perfect. Dude, it's so funny when I fight in my dreams. It's like I'm punching like a pillow. I'm like, it's so weird
You
sometimes,
don't feel
and
the
I'm right in
impact.
their face, and it's like, poof, poof. It's funny.
Oh man, I
No,
can
but I
feel
don't
for
stop,
you.
and it's crazy sometimes. I have okay, I have a lot of, because of my past. I have
Mm-hmm.
gang related um dreams, and it does go completely south in them, and then I see the damage I caused in the dream, and that's what helps me stay leveled when I'm out here, because you know what I mean. You've already seen it, so you don't have to make it happen, or you could. It just depends on what you listen to, what part
Make
of
it
the dream
happen
you
as
want to
in
fulfill in
what
your
you do.
waking dream.
Like,
So yeah, if a situation came up and I took
mm,
it the way my dreams were going at that time,
Gotcha.
then I
Yeah.
wouldn't be here right now.
So that was kind of about my dream.
Now, do you have any?
There's different things we can talk about, but I don't know.
What was that? You froze a little bit.
Because
Yeah, whatever you,
I can
however you
tell
want to
you
take it.
about. Okay, look, I'm gonna try to make this kind of short because it's a thorough story. But when I was a teenager, I know I look like a teenager, but I'm not. When I was a teenager, I I was doing a lot of. I was doing some things I shouldn't be doing. I was drugs and alcohol, and I was deep into it. My uncle that was in Mexico, that had been in Mexico for years, but he's a really close, he's like a second father to me, and they're super religious. So they're pretty spiritual, but they're religious. And I got a phone call from my uncle in Mexico, and he said, Dicha, I had 3 dreams of you. And he went through each dream. And one dream, I was in an abyss, and he was trying to catch me, and I just fell. And there was this old wrinkled woman pulling me behind me. And then in the second dream, now I forgot the second dream, but the third dream was the worst dream, which is I'm getting beat up by all my friends, and they leave me there bloody on the floor. They all run and leave, and except for one of my friend's mom stayed, and then the hospital, the paramedics came. They picked me up. They took me. My uncle followed me, but he couldn't like talk. He was just kind of like watching everything, and yeah, until they closed the
Yeah,
doors,
he's
and then he couldn't go
like a
into the
movie.
hospital room. But he had 3 separate dreams, 3 separate nights, and he was like, "I need to call her." And all he said was, "I don't know what you're doing, but you need to stop that." And I knew exactly what I was doing, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And that next day, and that night, I was still like on the fence with Catholicism, so I did the sign of the cross, but I know that's not what caused what happened next. What caused what happened next was my intention of letting go of those things, and I was already feeling drained. And I was like, this is just a sign that I need to stop because I've already been wanting to stop. And I just said, yeah, God, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this anymore. And I was like, sorry, and I don't want to do this. Well, in the middle of the night, I'm being choked the fuck out by an entity. And that was my first experience with, I had sleep paralysis before, but this was like, I got woken up because I couldn't breathe. And I felt the hands on my neck. And then I did see it, and it was like a demon thing. And yeah, and then
What
it
did it look
was, I
like?
always call it the
Can
Harry
you
Potter
explain a little bit?
glasses, but just the eyes were super circular, and it was just like this with like pupils, and it was like, it almost looked like it was growling. I didn't hear anything, but I'm like on my bed, and it was like on top of me, and it went like this. And then I remember looking down at the silhouette, and it was like a dark silhouette, and it was like just like floating, and then that's all I saw, and then it finally let me go. But I was like, oh, I'm dying, because I felt like I couldn't. Yeah.
You popped
And
out.
2 weeks before, my friend's mom had a
So,
dream of the same entity. This is different people. That later I found out. My friend's mom had a dream of me in the streets being dragged by this demon thing. And they had me and my other friends in shackles because we were all doing too much. And they had us in shackles. And in the dream, she's super religious as well. And she was like, I rebuke you, I rebuke you. And the demon went in her face trying to scare her. And she was like, I'm not scared. You need to leave these children alone. And my friend didn't tell me because she was so
now you
freaked out.
backhand them.
I find out about this dream when I tell her about my uncle's dream, when I tell her about the sleep paralysis, the thing that was choking me. And she was like, oh, my mom told me about a dream of something like that. So I do believe, and then it was in my mind and I could hear it. It was telling me things. That was not me. So but that got cleared.
Yeah. Yeah, so To me, that's the spirit realm. Your
Oh
other
wow,
guides
yeah.
coming through to people that you would listen to. Because if you
Mhm.
just had the dream, you would question it yourself. But having other people around you
Yeah.
validate that you're into something getting dark or it's time to get out, and then
Yeah.
whatever you did have was pissed for a minute, but
Hmm.
they can't do much once you get your power back. I have them running away
That's
from me now.
amazing.
I'm not lying.
I love that.
um okay, can we get
Yes.
into a lucid dream that you've had where you become aware that you're sleeping,
Yeah.
but you're like, I'm
One of the
hella
first ones
awake
I
right
ever
now?
remember was I was standing on a wooden chair like this, and I'm standing on the wooden chair, and I'm like, I want to fly. That's one of the first ones. And I know there's techniques out there. I know
Yes.
on the internet there's like you can do this in your waking state. You can say things like I'm awake, or I'm awake, and then in your dream you'll say I'm awake, and you're like, oh shit, I'm dreaming.
Mm-hmm.
So and this is before any of that. I knew any of that. I was just on the chair, and I was like, I want to
Mm-hmm.
fly. And then I had the tie knots this, and they were twirl. I would make them twirl, and that was what would make me.
No, that's funny that you say that. It's funny that you say that because in one of mine where I wanted to fly, I had that little freaking propeller hat.
It's funny, huh?
I was like, "What if that works?" And I flew. It's so fun. Those are the best ones when you. And then we always
Mhm.
fly. Most people fly when they
In another
have the lucid
instant,
dream.
I was just standing and I was like, hold on, I want to fly again. And I was just standing and it's always some pressure. It's like I make pressure and then it's like, ooh, I'm just remembering one other one.
Mm-hmm. Yes. It almost feels like I'm flying from the pineal gland.
That's
Like that's what it
so
is that's
true.
pushing forward
I
to
started from
me.
here, but at the end of the day, it's como que la cabeza, head.
That it's the head. Because I kind of think we're more orbs when we're in like the astral world, but you never know. Could be like a little
So I
ball.
have another one, but that one, okay. What, well,
Is it lucid?
there was
Is
one,
it
one
lucid?
of the last ones
Tell
I
me.
had when I was flying. Um, I was in a city, and I would. This is a strong. It kind of looked like San
Did you
Francisco.
recognize the city?
It did kind of look.
Did you recognize the city? No.
Yeah,
Okay, so
dude.
big
This
and
one,
yeah. Okay.
I was flying, and I could go up by the skyscrapers. I went on top of the city, and I had never done that, and that did feel very powerful. And I would be like, I can go anywhere. I can do anything. And I want to mention this to you now. I've been tapping
Yeah.
into, and I know this must be possible in some capacity, but I'll just be sitting and my soul, I don't know what, and literally, it's weird because I started doing this 2 weeks ago. I just tell myself, I want to go see over there. Like, and I'll be here and I'd be like, I'm going to go over there. And I feel like a part of me is over there
Mm-hmm.
in the waking state. I know I'm going to have not lucid dream, but
Mm-hmm.
like, there's some connection there.
No, that is
And in the
called
waking state,
astral
is that what they call it too in the waking state?
projection.
Yes.
Oh wait, you're awake, awake? Oh, that's tight. That's called being a weirdo. No.
Yeah, I know that. So I don't know.
No, that's awesome. No, but I've astral
Like, yeah.
projected when I was.
Hmm.
So there's a difference between out of body state and then astral projecting. People think it's similar, but it's not. So if you're out of body and you pop out
Okay,
and you
out of
can
body.
see yourself still sleeping, that's an out of body. If you astral project and you look back and your
Yeah.
body's not there, then you're astrally flying around. And that one's cool. But
Yeah.
you reminded me of one of my
That's
flying
cool.
dreams. Can I tell you about it? Yeah? Okay. So this one has to do with flying, waking up and being lucid, and conquering a fear all at once. So I was in like a garden. I don't know. It seemed like I was at a picnic with someone, and I start walking to the person, and I just start floating instead of walking. And I'm like, all right, but
Okay.
I didn't. I wasn't controlling the floating part. That was weird because I wasn't like let's fly. I was just like whoop, and so I start going. I start going up, and this I have it written down, but I can remember it. I go up and I go up, and I'm loving it. It's cool, but I'm going up, and I'm not stopping. And it's it's black sky now, and I'm still just feel that you feel that
Yeah.
pressure like you said, feel like you just feel like you're going, but it's black. It's black, and then I start to see stars, and I'm passing them. Stars passing me. I start seeing the planets, and they're this big. They're not like giant. It's like I'm the giant. This is the weird part. I feel like I'm so big that they look like little marbles as I'm
Ooh.
passing by them. And I'm like, oh, oh, oh. And then I go so freaking high that all of the universe is under me and I'm in pure void blackness. And I'm like, what is this? What does this mean? Like, and everything looks so tiny below me. And then when I'm thinking, I fall, just drop. The same amount of time I flew up is the same amount of time I'm just going. And right there, I start to panic. And then I become lucid in the fall. It's weird to say. And I'm like, if I'm gonna if I'm going down, I'm gonna have fun going down. And I start to say, it is what it is, And I just start enjoying the fall. I enjoy the fall, and as soon as I get to the ground, I bounce into the ground and pop back up, just like how Neo did when he was falling from the skyscraper. He sunk into the concrete like a freaking trampoline and came back out. And I was like, and I knew I conquered a fear of falling. And then I woke up. It was
Now
it
I'm
was
gonna tell you
awesome.
the one
That
of
one
me
was cool.
falling like that. It was recent and it's similar to yours, except I didn't go to the fucking metaverse to the third dimension. But
I don't know where I went, but I was like, what am I? Why am I like? I don't want to say like I connected to
you were
source, which
source.
I don't
Let's
know, but
experience
I
it.
just felt like I was everything,
Yeah.
or I was just huge. I was just like I was the yeah, I was the void. It was nutty. I need to ask Bashar about it.
Um.
But all right, tell me about
So
yours.
I'm on an airplane and my whole family is there. We have like a big airplane, like a private jet type thing, because everyone's doing whatever they want. And all of a sudden, oh, the engine
Hmm.
is out. We're about to die. And I was like, oh shit. And we just start going down. And everyone, my family, and I freaked out for a second. And then I looked around and I
Freaking
said,
out.
hold on. I can't, like, I was like, I can't freak out like this. I look out the window and we're going, shh. Like, I was like, oh, it does look scary. I was like, so I did
Yeah.
freak out for like what it felt like a real 10 minutes. In dreams, time is weird and it actually felt like 10, but minutes. Hmm.
It's
Like, time
it's
has
because
never
there's no
felt more
time. Yeah, yeah,
real
yeah.
than in this dream, which is so weird. It was, again, I think it was something about my fear because I had to feel
Yeah.
the fear of something.
Like you could feel
And then
space.
I'm like, well, I'm gonna
Yeah.
die and
Mm-hmm.
I was just preparing myself to die, right? And then we're going down so this is the
Yeah.
airplane, and then this happens a lot in my dreams. I want to know if this happens in your dreams where I was in the plane, right? But then I'm going down, and then I look, I have the outside view of the plane and the grass. and the plane stopped right here, right before it hit, and then it went like this, and it landed so softly.
So you think your consciousness
With
came
my
out
dreams,
of the
that always
fear?
happens. I'll be the character, and then I'm outside, and then I see it from the outside. Sometimes I see everything like a movie. One time I was in a picture frame, looking at everything. I was
Yeah,
in the picture
I
frame.
know.
Yeah,
Yeah, and you can't
yeah.
even like get into it. You're just like, it's all happening in
But
front of you. You're like, huh? I had a crazy attack just like that. It was a like how did you say?
uh-huh.
Like
Like you
it was like steel frames, but they were dark entities, and they were getting into people and changing. But I wasn't really
mm,
involved in it. I was just watching it, and they were like, it was fucking that was nuts. But so back to yours. Like I said, I think your consciousness stepped out of the fear, and the fear
yeah. And
was
it was I
the
heard something in
metaphor
the
for the
dream.
plane.
It said, "You will
And,
always, no matter the chaos, you will always land softly." And I woke up right after that. I literally the plane went
mm,
psh, and I opened my eyes and I was like, "Why am I tripping?" It was like that's what I'm saying. Mhm.
exactly. You know what's fun? You know what? Damn, we could probably go on for hours, but what you just said reminds me exactly of a dream
Mhm.
I was having, where all I remember hearing at the very end was, "Is it is a seamless type of love." And I had woken up that day because that weekend was something that I had gotten into some trouble that could have taken me away. And I was about to look down at myself for doing that, because you feel so spiritual
So
and you do
3D.
something kind of like the older you would do. And all I woke up to was, it is a seamless type of love. And then right when I woke up, I was like, I don't have to blame myself for anything. It's crazy how they're very subtle. The spiritual world is so subtle, but if you're
God.
listening, they give you everything you need. That part.
Yeah. No, it's part of the that's
Okay,
part of the
I'm gonna
fun. You
cut
gotta
this
say
out
it.
because I'm done.
Oh, okay.
The
I need to tell you
choking.
this real quick. So I had before this landing dream for 2 weeks straight. I had a bunch of dreams of me in that feeling when
Hmm.
you get on the roller coaster and your stomach goes in your fucking mouth. That thing, like the whoop. Okay, yeah. I had three
Yeah,
dreams where
it goes up.
I'm at a
Yeah.
Six Flags and I'm at a parks like that, and I'm getting on a roller coaster. And the roller coaster, you get usually in the roller coaster when you get that feeling, it's fast because you go zoop. But in my dream, it was slow motion making me feel
Hmm.
that. It in one of the dreams, it was like in Chuck E. Cheese, the balls, the old like and then in the Burger Kings and the McDonald's, they used to have the plastic little playground
Hmm.
thing. I made one of and no, but on the tubes,
Yeah, the plastic balls.
the tube. Yeah. So imagine those
Oh
tubes.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm in those
With the
tubes,
slides
but
and
I'm
all that
being
shit.
squished and I'm being cranked out and I'm getting the three different dreams where my whole world turns upside down. And it was fucking literal. It was telling me because I was feeling like my world was upside down. And then the last dream was landing
Yeah.
softly. So they were all about my anxiety because so
Mm.
many things have fast changing or changing around me that I was like feeling like out of control and that I'm gonna die.
Hmm.
But they said, "You are okay. Always will land softly. Doesn't matter."
You're landing
So then I'm like, I
softly.
don't give a fuck. That's good. And you can like,
Well, that's exactly my
mhm.
point. That's my point about dreams in general, lucid or not. You're learning every night. I love stepping into my bed because I feel more
Such an
me
alien. Such an alien.
in my dreams. Yeah, I know. And you know what Bashar says? So Bashar says,
Hmm.
when we're awake, like right now, this moment, right
Yes,
now,
I love
this is
waking from that
our
dream.
soul's dream. We're
Yeah,
we're the soul, our higher mind is actually dreaming this. And then when
it
we
was
go to
all a
sleep, we
dream.
get closer to the higher mind.
It is. It was
It
all a
is,
dream.
as Biggie says.
I was, yeah, I was gonna tell you about my
Do you have
the
any
first
more
the one of the
lucidity
first
in
lucid
your
dreams that was more
dreams?
like not flying. Okay, you know the Windows XP grass
Yeah.
wallpaper, the iconic hills. I'm literally there,
Hmm.
and there's a house on that grass, and I'm in that house. No, not
Was
that
this
long
during
ago.
school? Because
No,
why would you
like
be?
no, like two
Was
years
it a
ago,
long
a
time
year,
ago?
less than
Okay.
2 years ago.
Oh, not that long ago.
And I'm in the grass, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm in the Windows XP fucking wallpaper. And
Okay.
then I'm like, oh, there's a house, and I know, so fucking random. I open the door. The house is huge, on some Harry Potter shit. And it was like it looked so
Uh-huh.
different. And it was an Airbnb and my whole
Mm-hmm.
family was there. And I start opening doors because there was different family. It was so big that there were different families staying. And I opened the door and it wasn't my family. And I was like, oh shit, there's different people staying here. So when I did that, I was like, wait, I'm dreaming. Ooh, let me explore. And I started to run around opening all the doors. And that was one of the first times that I was like, ooh, what's in here? Ooh, can I? And then I ran outside. I was like, wait, I can fly. Oh shit, I'm remembering. Well, in the house, I'm running up and down
Were
the
you
steps, opening
floating or
doors, telling them
flying?
who's in here, who's in here. And I was like, I don't give up. That one I partied. That one I was like, hey. And then I'm in the house and I'm like, hold up. If I know that I'm doing this, can I fly? And I ran back outside and I started to go to try to fly. And I would just go up a little, up a little. But it wasn't that strong.
You know, that is weird because sometimes I can't fly. And I think
Mm,
it's a separate dimension. That's my theory. I think you have a template level
mm-hmm,
where you're lucid, like lucid, like spot on everything clicks. And then there's other dimensions where
mm-hmm.
you're not so lucid, you're not so free. I've even been pulled into the lower levels back in the day, and I was like, I woke up in it. I was like, that thing's trying to scare me. I'm just gonna fly away. There was no flying away. Like
Oh,
I just was like, okay, I'm stuck here. Like there because you get dragged to a
okay,
lower
I
level
see.
where you're
Oh, I
not
feel that.
connected to where you have all your power.
I've had that too.
But for some reason, when I see some of the dark entities and the ones that like are just staring at me or doing like curious, I have a feeling that they're like another part of me. They're not just here to like scare
An
you.
aspect of
Sometimes
you.
it's like that's a parallel you probably, and they're coming to say they want to see
Wow.
you.
So I know you talked
Who
about the you
knows?
punching a pillow one dreams. You better really get a pillow.
Well, I'm punching
One time I
faces, but it
got
feels like a pillow. Yeah.
slashed to death. Well, it was this guy came in my room and he was going bah bah and he had like shing 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 and he's cutting me. Ah ah. I've been shot multiple times
Hmm.
in my dreams too.
How are you?
I guess I
Oh
do
yeah,
too because
dude. But I
the
survived.
only
That's the
one that
funny part.
hurt.
Sometimes.
Oh,
Uh,
really?
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I'm bleeding. Yeah, I'm just
Do you
like,
get freaked out in
I
any of your
killed
dreams?
that
And you're like,
guy,
oh, I'm
but he
dying.
got me. But we're good. N-
Wow.
No, but one of them, I like. It's another one to overcome a fear,
Hmm.
and this is so. I had a psychic tell me that I have a parallel life from Maldek. I don't
Hmm.
know if you ever heard the story of the planet that exploded, Maldek.
Oh,
There's a
okay, so
planet that
it's yeah.
exploded that we should have, and it's not here. So you could look it up,
Mhm.
Maldek. She told me I have a parallel life over there, and I ended up having this dream that seemed way too familiar. Um, it was like the planet was exploding. It was imploding. It was blowing up, and I was trying to run away. Smoke, just the blackest smoke everywhere, just kept engulfing me until it was like all around me, and I just said, "Oh wow," and then boom, I woke up.
I
Those are weird
love this
ones.
conversation about dreams. I
Do
go
you
through
write yours
phases.
down?
I go through phases. I've journaled. I've chat
No.
GPT'd them. Then that shit
Yeah.
pissed me off because they was too not real. It was like no, like yeah,
it's better. It's better to meditate
yep.
on it
Because
than use any of those things right now.
hmm
Only
when I did
you
meditate on them,
can answer
wow,
you.
there's that subtle messages in them that come back, and I'm like, oh. And you know what I've been practicing is setting the intention. Like I'll wake up from a crazy
Hmm.
dream, and I'm like, what was it? And it's not coming back. I don't fight it anymore. I'm just like, I set the intention to remember today, and I know whatever messages I need to know will
Yes.
come back, and they will come back, and it will. It doesn't
Yeah, and
always, yeah.
if it's not relevant, it won't need to.
Yeah.
So that's cool. How much time are we at? Dang!
Yeah.
See how time just flies. I think we're good unless you
I
want to
keep
have another
thinking about
story.
two, and I kind of just,
Just something that where you
okay,
overcame like a
okay.
big fear.
And
Oh,
then
that
later I'll
one
tell
you were
you,
telling
later
me.
I need to tell you about the alien one. I just want
Cause
to
right,
tell
I'm
you
gonna.
about it. Because that one, that's one really good one. But I'm going to do
Is
the
it
entity one.
okay? Go ahead. I love it. Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
just because that's like what we're gonna
So
focus on this
this
episode.
dream that I had, well, I had been getting a lot of spiritual attacks. First of all, like just before going to sleep, they're here around and whatever, but
Hmm.
I'm not scared anymore like I used to be. So I feel stuff, and I'm like, oh, cool, bye, thank you, I don't need you, thank you, but no, thank you. Well, like that's before I go to sleep. When I go to sleep, this last one that I was pretty
Hmm.
bad. I mean, it was intense, it was scary, and the thing was not leaving me. Remember? Oh,
But you also don't want to, um, whatever energy they give you, you try not to intake. So, so here's a quick little. So for anyone who has the fear come on to them, let's say in the middle of the night, picture yourself as a light bulb, and all electricity goes to the light bulb. When it's positive, stay connected. When
mhm.
it's something you don't want and you don't want to lower yourself to that energy, pretend you're the light bulb and just unplug yourself. That way,
Okay,
that
wait, what
energy
is that?
doesn't
Wait, what
intake
do you
you.
mean?
It's easier said than done. But so
Yes, I get this part.
when you get fear, right?
Yeah.
That let's so you're the light bulb.
Like, oh, I
As
unplug
soon as you get a current that you don't like,
from the.
de- detach yourself from it. Don't allow it to don't allow that
Oh,
energy
unplug from
to
the
light you because it might
energy
dim you,
that's
if you know what I
favorable.
mean.
Oh, okay, 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 okay. Let me unplug right now.
From the energy
Okay, so
that you don't want.
I had this dream that I'm telling you about.
There you go.
I'm in my bed. And this freaking thing is like this. Oh, I'm in my bed and I wake up and I'm in my dream and it's in my bed, even though the house was like a man, it was different. It was different, but it was my bed and it was supposed to be where I live. And the thing had its shoulder around me and it was like, it was like tightening me. And I was like, oh, and I was like, it's like if someone's grabbing you like this and you don't want to be held. And I was like, ugh. And I was like trying to move and it wouldn't let me go. And then I couldn't really talk. And I was like, oh, here we go. Sleep paralysis. And it's happened a lot that I do go into fear. But I was like, and then I was like, hold on. I was like, remember, because I've been having these for the past 2 weeks, that I was like, oh, I'm good. And I just remember, I'm just going to say no, thank you. And like, leave me alone and you can't do anything. So, but it was right. It had me like this, and it was right in my ear. And I started to let it. It did scare me, and then it did scare me, and then I was like, oh, and then I was like, okay, for real, you need to let me go. And it was like, no, and it was like, I'm here, and no, and I was like, God, and I started to say, call on God, but through the vibration of fear, and I was like, God, so Jesus, Yeshua. And I did that because it kept moving the blankets and it was really felt so real. And what was frustrating was because I couldn't talk. So this was in my mind. I'm saying source. So that's why it really got me that time, because in the other dreams, I always was able to still talk. This was the first one that I wasn't able to talk. And I think yeah. And that's what we talked about.
You got to remember that this is stronger.
And that's the little part that got me with that, because I couldn't move my mouth. And then, but what felt for like forever, I was like, hold on. I'm like, why is God not helping me? Why is God not working? And I was like, look at the vibration you're coming from. You're feeding this shit and you are scared. Look at it with the neutral vibration and just be like, don't know. So I did just that.
Exactly.
And the next thing you know, I wake up. And I was like, oh, it's because I was like, yeah, no wonder. It was like, yes, because I was like, God. And when I said, hold up, let's stop this game. I just went, no.
That's exactly my point, that you're learning not only to face your fears, but actually that neutrality point,
I feel that now.
that's you disconnecting from the energy. Yeah. That's cool that you did that. The more you're going to get tested, trust me, the life is going to test you. They really don't want to be, they don't want you on the good side or to have your power. But as soon as you raise your elevation to a certain level, it's really hard for them to keep coming back. So just keep vibing high. Like I said,
it's so hard. I know, like, because I used to be so scared. I used to be terrified, and I'm so grateful for the experiences that I've been through. And you know what intention I was saying and why this dream started? I started to say, God, show me who I am without fear, without any fear. So what started happening? So be careful what you wish for. And I'm so grateful now. And I got it, and I love it, because it's like,
and you got it.
For real, I'm ready for this. I'm ready for it. Let's go.
There's so many people that still haven't faced the things that trouble them. And it's just another aspect of yourself. Most of the time.
People don't like to admit,
and that's scary to
because
people.
of the guilt with religion and stuff.
Yeah, I think religion actually holds people back, but that's another conversation.
I just want to mention also that all entities still come from source, and I always, I get that from Erin Lyons, who I love, and she's always like talking. She channels source, and she's like, at the end of the day, you get to thank them. Because they want to be acknowledged, so they can return to the light. So you need to say, you can say,
oh yeah,
thank you for what your purpose, but you're not welcome here, and I command you to leave.
Fear is a tool, and that's how you should use it. When fear comes,
That
it's
too.
trying to show you something about
It's just
yourself.
another moment for you to exercise your sovereignty and the detachment, I feel, what you said. Yeah.
That's the word. They're all exercises. That's what it is. Dreams, because the more you exercise your power, the more it translates in this physical world, and that's how you take control
You
of yourself.
remember who you are. Yeah. And nothing can hurt you.
Remember who you are.
Okay.
Well, I think that's a great note to end on, because this is a long ass episode already. And then I still got to put all the information about what a lucid dream is, so it's going to get long. But we're going to cut out the beginning for sure. So any last words? So Lizette, where can people find you and just
My
check in with
TikTok
you?
is Lizeth.rise. And my Instagram is Lizette IZA. And I'm actually going follow me on those if you feel called, because I am working on launching my offers that I have. So watch out for those.
And I'll also put it
Yes.
up on the screen so you guys can see how it's typed and everything.
Yee.
All right, homie.
Thank you. You too.
You have a good night.